good evening, and welcome to Rock Truth Radio. I am your host, Selena K, and we thank you for joining us as we rock truth or absolutely nothing at all. We live in a society today where truth, even before our very eyes, is consistently questioned, criticized, and altered to fit a person's ideology of God's original intent for the kingdom and for mankind. We believe that the Bible, our kingdom constitution, is inspired, infallible, inerrant, and the final authority for all. Rock Truth is founded on He who is the original point of reference for all things to come through eternity. Rock Truth Radio is a cross cultural response to the economic climate and social crises of today. Rock Truth is designed to serve the physical need of fallen man while serving the spiritual need he didn't know he had that impacts, affects, and infects generationally. Rock Truth Radio seeks to inspire, enlighten, highlight upcoming and established local kings and queens of character while promoting Black consciousness and awareness of who we are and to whom we belong. This is indeed a kingdom renaissance. Welcome, fellow truthers. How are we?
Hey,
Hey,
blessed and highly
Hey. Man, how's everybody's day? How's everybody's day?
amazing. I just got myself together from a good and sweaty workout. So,
Oh, that's nice. Okay, yeah. I worked out this morning. I had such an amazing time doing cooking. Shout out to the ladies. I love
yeah, I saw the
wow.
post. What's that? Oh, right. I missed it.
Yes. Yeah, it's okay. I do Kookawa on Saturday mornings at 10 o'clock, guys, in the Carolyn Wilson's Fierce and Fearless Weight Loss Challenge. So don't forget, you guys can tune in on Saturday at 10 a.m. Central Time. I got to remember to say Central and Eastern and Pacific. Even
What is it called? What is it called?
Carolyn Wilson's Fierce and
No.
Fearless
What
Till
is
You Fear Not Weight Loss.
What is the thing that you're doing? You're calling it.
Oh.
Did you say?
I teach Kookawa. I dance to Kookawa on.
Okay, that's not what I heard. That's totally not what I heard.
What did
I
you
heard,
hear?
you heard what I heard, right?
What did you hear?
and there
We
goes
can't
Will.
bring that.
You know what?
We can't bring that up on the show. We can't bring it up on the show.
He had an interview with us. Dang on it. Where did D'Angelo go? I know that he was here. He was here. And they gives
He was
us
knocking.
it gives us an opportunity to move forward past this foolishness. We ain't about to do this. There he goes.
There you go. There you
There's
go.
D'Angelo. He got to come in immediately because y'all on some tomfoolery. There we
I'm
go.
just saying. I know what I heard, and I was just like, I don't think we should be bringing that up on live radio.
Hey. How are you? How you doing, brother?
Big brother Cole,
Brother Cole.
I think he's broke.
he on that 4G, 3G,
He on that-
2G service.
Yo.
Oh,
Hey, brother Cole.
we got action.
Hey,
He,
brother
he, in
Cole.
a, he in a parade, so he might have a hard time. But that's him. He in a parade, y'all.
I heard. How you doing, brother?
Y'all making a left hand turn?
Y'all know, right? I wish somebody was on that corner. I wish somebody please on that corner. You know what I'm saying? You make it hard on everybody. You
Longest
make it
Brother
hard
Cole,
on
brother Cole.
everybody behind you. Everybody thinking you going left. Everybody waiting on you to go left.
And
You never went left. Ooh, like a
Speaking of going
yeah, I
left,
went left.
what you had said earlier went
Oh.
real far left.
okay.
He gonna drop
We're
in
just
and out. I already know.
yeah, he's in the middle of a parade right now, which that's pretty dope. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully we'll get him back on in here and we can discuss his campaign, what he's running for, and what he stands for, and different things like that. He did send us a small bio of the different things that he's involved in. Let me go ahead and read that. So he is running for you. Yeah, go ahead. You can pull it up, Will. Yeah, he's running for East Chicago School Board at large. I mean, he's into so many, and I do mean so many different things. Like I had to like create his ad out of the many plethora of things that he's involved in. He's a dean. He is a science educator. He's an advisor on several different boards for students. He's a social worker. He's a youth president on different boards. He's a mentor on different boards. Like this guy is out here. He's a community leader. He's, man, no excuses. He's thinking big and thinking bigger.
And how many kids he got? How many kids he got? He got like 10 kids, right? No, that's
Yeah,
Ivo.
oh no.
There goes Will.
He said
It was somebody that had like 10 of them now. No, that was
Right.
That was Ivo. That was Ivo.
There goes Will.
I'm trying to pull up that particular one that has that information on it so I can read it. Hold on. Read it in its entirety. Unless you can see it. Can you see it, Will, and read it?
You talking about
what he stands for. Oh, there we go. Okay. So Dion Think Big Coast. He was born and raised in East Chicago, Indiana. He is alumni of East Chicago Central High School. He has a bachelor's in communication from the University of Southern Indiana. Yep, he was from Southern LSU. Yeah. Okay. And then with you, Will. And then professional career, he is the dean of students at Lighthouse College Prep Academy, science educator from Black Junior High, National Honor Society advisor, restorative justice program advisor, student council advisor, social worker for DCS, community service and leadership, think big, mentor president for East Chicago. He's the Black Expo Youth president for East Chicago, Teen Talk mentor Gary, Edgar Knight's mentor Hammond, and the platforms he's been on: improved district academic grades, increase educators' salary. I'm sorry. Yeah, increase educator salary, implement diverse learning programs, utilize community service, and always advocate for the youth, which is very clear in everything that he has done in the community so far. And he's so young.
Yeah. Because he's like 30,
38 or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
this dude had more jobs than years in life.
Listen, I'm trying to tell you.
Wow.
And then on top of that, he does the t-shirts and all of that stuff. He does camera stuff. Like, I mean, gosh, just thinking bigger.
And
Way bigger.
My question to him was going to be, when is he running for mayor?
I know that's right.
I mean, wait, no, you should see. Hold on, let me show you. This dude is serious. Okay,
Right.
Understand?
Right.
When you put this type of advertisement out there, you are serious about what you're doing.
Oh yeah, and I really love that. It really looks like a postage stamp to me.
It
When I
does.
was
Yeah, it
actually
does.
trying to do the ad, I was thinking like, you know what? I want to make this a postage stamp. Like this, it's I think it's somebody in the comment, guys.
You got a Facebook.
Yeah, it definitely looked like a posted.
Oh yes, it's our Facebook user saying, "Hey, my people, they need him." I'm just saying he's the right person in the right place at the right time.
I know that's right.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of support, which is good.
I
And my
right.
question to him would be, why the school board? Like so many people in schools and education choose different routes to affect change, and I just wanted to know, like, why school board? Is that
Right.
just a different route to take?
Right. Isn't it? Isn't it?
It is.
Well, I will tell you what he told us last time. That's where his passion. That's where his passion lies, and he feels like he can be the biggest influence in that department, just for the simple factor of his education and his value that he brings to the community, because he is a big listener, and like understand, like he is more inclined to listen to the community than to listen to what the people around the community want, if that makes any sense. Right?
Right.
Like
Definitely.
he's more
Most
concerned about
definitely.
more concerned about the kids and what they actually need versus just another dollar. And he's not concerned if they're a number or not. He needs to know what do they need and how can you get it.
Right. That is so dope.
And that's where you can be the most impressionable at anyway, as for a child, because trying to talk to some of these grown folk out here, it's beat the dead horse.
Listen.
People already set their ways.
They know.
For a child to take the right way to go and you can show them, because they suck things up like a sponge, and you can show them and impress upon them the way to graduate, not just from school, but to graduate through life. Then yeah, that is a better aspect and a better road for him to take to go into the school board. I do that too. I applaud him on that one.
It's definitely needed. It's definitely needed.
Change the whole system up. So
Look, listen, that's what all of the violence and all of the mess that's going on out here is because a bunch of little us's was not taught to do the right things, and they became grown us's, and they out here doing what they want to do. So some little you's were mentally not right or abused or whatever it was, and then they come to be big you's, and you know how we are, so you can just about gauge how they go.
Right.
Man, that's something else. Catch them while they're young.
Someone supporting your dreams and your creativity at that age is very important, because I was just having a conversation with my cousin the other night about how we used to have imaginary friends and go on all these adventures. I was in rooms a couple of times, I had little pebbles and stuff. I had my crystals, going to get the crystal skull. You couldn't tell me the kitchen floor wasn't lava. But it's like, you grow up, that's not real. You got to get your head out the clouds, stop daydreaming, all of that stuff. But that's where, the creativity lies to solve problems. Like, we have new problems and we have old problems, and we need creativity to solve all of them.
Teach, sis. I love that. Yes, I totally agree. Yep. Hey, my people that came from Amaru, what's going on? Shout out to you, Amaru. Thanks for tuning in. And the comment that came in reference to that we need him, that is from our own Miss Finley. Miss Shauna Finley, she's also running for let me get the exact, I want to get it right. I don't want to say it wrong. She says she's on her computer now. She's actually going to call in and log in for let me see. Give me a few minutes. She said my hair ain't style. Do I have to be people? A lot of people want to come on and just tell us everything, girl.
Yep. And let's bring in Coles right quick since we got him.
Okay. Yep. Go ahead. Bring him in.
Big dog.
Hey, what's going on, y'all?
What's going on, bro?
Hi. I apologize. The service is going in and out.
That's that AT&T.
It might be Sprint.
That boo.
It's all the same company.
Man, we got a few questions. So it was a few questions, Miss Tanya, you had in a reference to go ahead, ask them.
Yes, the specific route you're taking of going towards the school board. Why did you choose that route?
Well, I chose school board. Be honest with you, the reason I'm even involved with schools, I came to a point in my life where I realized that we were lacking a lot of information that we should know in order to put us in a better situation compared to what we're seeing now. My whole career was about radio and TV, so that was my major, that was my career. But once I moved back home and I seen that the city was different, I seen that the students were struggling, that's when I decided to implement myself and become a teacher. Now I'm a dean, so just being in that process of education and academics, self-worth and self-growth, that's all important to me. So I wanted to give that back to our students the best way that I could. I also mentor, but that's outside of the schools. I wanted to make sure I touch everybody. So I do it outside of the schools, and I make sure that I'm in the schools to do that same type of love for everybody.
Yeah. Ivo, you had a question.
So where you go?
I
wanted to know, when are you going to be running for mayor, brother? Because as I can see how much you have done, and reading through your bio and everything, and seeing how you have spread it out, and just gauging the way you remind me of a philanthropist. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But I'm one that says when this brother gonna run for mayor?
Yeah, man. You know what? That's actually a great question. When I first got involved with this, I said I wanted to start something at the lowest part of politics, which would have been a school board. And it just so happened that I work in the school, so that's why that became a passion of mine. But when it comes to the mayor idea, I want to give myself some time because politics is nothing to play around with. I'm not a politician. I'm just a man that cares and does for the city. But when it
Right.
comes to the politics, it's real dirty and it's real grimy. I have real thick skin for this. So the next
Yeah.
mayoral race will be in the next 3 years, I believe. By then, I might be running for a councilman, and then I'll work
Come
my
on
way
now.
up to mayor.
Oh, right.
Because there's actually somebody that's pretty good right now that's looking that it's a possibility that they might run for mayor, and I'm not one of those people that want to step on toes just because I feel it's my time. If
I
somebody can
agree.
get the job done
I
better
know
than
that's
I
right.
can, I'm
I
going
know
to step back. I'm going to support them, and we can work it together. And then when it is my time, I'm
Mm-hmm.
definitely going to step up to the plate.
I agree.
Okay.
That's what's
Yeah.
up. Yep.
I totally agree.
See, that's why I want you. That's
Yes,
why I
I
want to know
totally
when you're
agree.
gonna be the mayor. For answers like that and how you carry yourself and that type of
Right.
character, that's why I want to know when you're running for mayor.
But that makes, you know,
And
that, you know,
wait
that's
for it.
mentality. You know, if you start off building the ship, then eventually you'll know how to drive it because you know how it works. You know, all the stuff that goes into, you know, the strength of the bow and all of that stuff. Like, so if you
Yeah,
start from the very bottom, then you know what you're working with, what you're actually trying to guide, you know, into better
agreed.
water.
Absolutely, I agree
Yeah,
with that.
I
I look
totally
at
agree.
it like,
Me too.
in order to do something that major, I have to get my feet wet. I can't just hop into something just because I feel good about myself. Say, hey, I'm ready to do this. No, it's levels to this. So I want to
I
make
knew
sure
he
I
was
go
gonna
through it
say
properly and make sure that I learn as
that.
much as I possibly
Started from
can.
the bottom
Because once
level.
I get into a position, I want to pass that knowledge down. So I want to make sure that I understand it before I even engage into it. But I'm watching and I'm observing. So it's not far
Right.
fetched, but I want to take my time and make sure I do it right. Because once you get in a position like that, people are dependent on you. And I don't want to let anyone down. If I give them my word and I say that I'm going to do something, then that's exactly what I'm going to do to the best of my ability. But I need to learn how to do it first.
I know that's right, brother. Well, we are
Impeccable
definitely. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Well, well,
What?
well, listen. Before we get ourselves out of line, I just want to let everyone listening know that the lines are open to call in 747-24 Truth. If you would like to talk to Mr. Coles, or if you would like to add anything on to what the panel has added,
Yeah.
747-24 Truth. The lines are open for you.
But you know what? You know what? We actually have somebody.
And if you happen, I can't.
Go ahead. Go ahead, Miss Tanya.
Do we have someone in? Do we have
We
someone
do.
on?
We actually have somebody.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, and if you
Yeah,
happen
I'm
to be
gonna bring
live with us, you can definitely.
Let's do
Go
this.
ahead, Miss
I'm sorry,
Tanya.
did somebody ask a question?
I think we had somebody on the phone line.
Yeah, so I'm going to bring in somebody to also discuss. She believes that you are the right guy for the job, and she's also going to talk about what she's running for in reference to the school board. Hold on. We have Miss Dr. Shauna Finley. Are you with us, Miss Finley?
I am, and Mr. Coleman and I know each other extremely well.
Can you hear Dr. Cole? Can you hear her?
I'm not sure he heard me or not. I was actually the principal for his younger sister when she graduated.
Wow.
I am the former principal of East Chicago Central High School and a former assistant superintendent. And I'm currently on the school board. I was appointed in Portage Township, and I am actually running for school board this year. So
Yes.
Yeah.
yes, and Selena K has been my rock, Miss Mary.
Yeah.
I'm giving a shout out right now. She's helped me with my logo, my flyers. So yeah, I'm giving you a shout out.
Yes.
And they are in the mail. They are gone.
Yes. 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 Blessings, sis. Thank you so much for allowing me the opportunity to serve you. I'm serious. I'm
Yes.
grateful. Thank
Yes.
you. Is it anything that you would like to say a message to those who are able to vote in your district, those who are able, or how can I say, what is it that you totally stand for also in reference to education for our children?
I totally stand for equity for our kids. And that's why I made the statement that D'Angelo Coles is the right person in the right place at the right time. Having been a leader in that district, I kind of know what they need, and they do need a younger person's perspective. And yes, the world is his. The possibilities for him to do whatever it is he wants to do are endless. but our kids need him right now. This pandemic has put school boards in a position to make some very difficult decisions. But when it comes down to our kids, and I'm talking about our Black and brown kids, we need to make sure that someone that understands their struggles is on that board to help guide them. And that's my position where I am even in this Portage. Our community has changed a lot. We're about 26% Latinx, 14% African American, and the rest of the community is white. But when you look at those in leadership roles, there are none of us representing in those leadership roles.
Wow.
We just had our first African American police officer in the city of Portage in January 2020. We do have a Latinx female on the school board. She's also an educator. And then we just elected our first Latinx male on our city council. So we have a long way to go. But we've got to be active in the process, and voting is part of that process, but getting out here and putting ourselves in leadership roles to let people know who we are and what we do and what we represent.
Right. I totally agree. I do. Well, thank you so much, Miss Shauna. I definitely wanted to, I really wanted you to come on before the election and kind of like tell us about yourself and give you the full interview. But this is dope too, girl. You timely.
Hey, just real quick, Miss Shauna, just real quick. You have the best service ever, because I have never heard anybody this clear.
I've never heard anybody clearer than her.
You are that. I don't know what phone you using, but this is like a satellite phone or something. Because that's clear. I can hear her free and clear.
I've never heard nobody clearer than you.
I'm happy that the message was able to come across clear, and you guys keep doing the great work that you're doing and talking about these controversial things that need to be discussed.
Yes, ma'am.
And I wish you guys all the success. And if you ever want me to hop on to talk about anything when it's dealing with education, please reach out to me, and I'll be more than happy to get on here and talk to parents, talk to students. There's the envelope.
Boost.
We were just talking about that.
Right.
My bad.
It's okay. I'm not sure if you got a chance to hear what Dr. Finley was saying in reference to you and how, it's just timely and it's a necessity to have you running at this time. Is there any final thoughts that you would also like to say? She also taught your younger sister. She's the former
principal. I was actually the principal for his sister. This is Dr. Finley, Mr. Coles.
You say you know my family?
Yeah,
she's Dr. Finley.
Miss Finley from East Chicago Central High School.
I apologize because the sound is going in and out on my end, so I'm trying to keep up with you guys. I apologize against that, but please repeat that one more time for me.
Okay, this is Miss Finley, Dr. Finley from East Chicago Central High School. I was your sister's high school principal. Maybe he heard.
Okay, let me see if I can rephrase it. Did you ask me what's my goal for East Chicago?
No. I'm over him. I'm totally over him.
That was
Nice.
Hey, Brother Coles, can you hear me? Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. Go ahead.
That is Dr. Finley.
Finley, okay.
Yes,
hey,
she
Finley.
said she was a principal at your sister's school.
At Central.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
That's what she was saying.
There we go. Relay.
She was speaking about how you were the right person in the right place at the right time for the position in which you are running for.
Yes.
You know what? This is my third time actually running for this position. And if I heard the question right, I'm hoping that I heard the question right. But this is my third time running for this position. I ran back in 2018. The seat opened back up in January when the school board member.
He's out.
Boost.
And I did not get it. So this is actually my third time, and I feel like this time is definitely that time. I needed to get my feet wet. I needed people to know who I was. It didn't take away from the fact of what I was already doing, but people needed to see that's what I was already doing, and I feel more confident this time around because now people can see the work that I've have created and what I've left behind. So this is the perfect time for me to get into this position. Our schools need the assistance. I have great people on my team that's willing to help assist me and bringing the best of the best to the community. And at this point, man, I have solutions and I'm ready to implement them. And to be honest with you, whether I win or lose, those ideas still need to be given to those folks that's in those positions for the kids can still succeed. So it's not about me at all. I'm going to be fine regardless, but it's more so for the kids to be able to benefit from everything that they can actually get their hands on. So I will share my ideas, even if I lost the election. I will share it. There's no need for me to hold on to it because our kids is going to not benefit from it, and I need them to be successful.
No doubt. Ain't no doubt about it. No doubt about it.
The comments are on fire.
Facebook comments.
About viewers
Again.
The Facebook comments got me.
They're dead on. They're dead on. One of our Facebook viewers have alerted us to let us know that you're using Nextel, sir. Not boost. You put too high in your view when you say you boosting. No, it's Nextel. I'm supposed to next time. Oh my God. We thank you. Hey, because I don't want to lose you again. I don't want to lose you again. I mean, D'Angelo. I do not want to lose you. Dang it.
There we go.
There goes Nextel.
There go Nextel.
Miss Tanya, did you suspend him?
Oh man.
What did I tell you about restorative justice? He gets to stay. Everybody gets to stay. Nobody has to leave. Everybody stay. We work it out.
Oh man.
All right, y'all. Well, Dr. Finley, we thank you for calling in. I will. If next week, is it the election next week, or we still got another week?
We got to be out 11 days. 11 days.
All right. I would definitely like to bring you on next week. We are bringing back Coles and the deans, but I would like you to come back on and give us something fresh and give us your last thoughts prior to the election.
Okay, I will definitely do that for you guys. Hey, you guys have a blessed weekend, and thank you for having me on.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Bye.
Okay.
Thank you.
Somebody said please recommend him to the Coles.